when you look at the history of Christianity, especially the early 1900s in the United States, liberal theology was really, really big. Liberal theology meaning, well, the Bible is a good book, but it's not really inspired. It's not really authoritative, things like that. Jesus was a good teacher, but he didn't die on the cross for your sins, like these kinds of thoughts. And it was mostly like moral living as opposed to, hey, this is the truth. And this Bible is authoritative. And hey, that Jesus, he really is the Son of God. He did die and he really did literally rise from the dead. Those weren't very big. Okay. So come along, 1920s, 1930s, big evangelists start coming on in some ways. Guys like Billy Graham. There's some other guys, Billy Sunday, he was more Pentecostal guy. There have been big revivals in the past in the United States. And this isn't a critique of Billy Graham. I have tremendous respect for Billy Graham. But what would happen is, if you want to believe in Jesus, just say this one prayer. Okay. Admit that you're a sinner, believe that he died on the cross, confess your sins, say this one prayer, and you'll be saved. That's kind of what happened. And I'm not saying people didn't get saved with this, but sometimes what happened is the mentality came in because we're sinful people. We just said, oh, that's all I got to say. And I go to heaven. Okay. I said it. That's it. But I'm not going to actually live it. Make sense? And then also come the 1980s and 1990s, you have the birth of like the mega church. And you get guys like, I don't know if you guys know who Bill Hybels is. Bill Hybels he was a very popular pastor in the United States. It's a church of 20,000, like the first mega church. You get guys like Rick Warren, who I don't want to say is horrible or anything like that, but you get really big churches. And it was referred to as the church growth movement. And so it's the same thing. It's like great churches, big mega churches, people coming in, thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming in. But then it's like, okay, they're saying they believe in Jesus, but when you look at how they're living their life, it's kind of like, yeah, but would a follower of Jesus repeatedly keep getting drunk? Would a follower of Jesus completely fall into sexual acts of immorality with no signs of repentance? Would a follower of Jesus do these things and blah, 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 blah? Yeah, but they said the prayer. Yeah, they said the prayer. And so we got to believe that they're saved. So then you get some pushback. And then you get other preachers out there. You get John MacArthur's, you get Paul Washers, you get Alistair Beggs, R.C. Sproul's that are coming out to say, ultimately, God knows people's hearts, but what does real conversion look like? Is it really just saying a prayer, or is there more to it than that? Okay. So then you come out with studies like this, which I'm bringing before you today. That's really just trying to say, let's look at what real conversion is, and let's really dig into the scriptures to do this.